So this is my fish. This is my tilapia. I've already washed it when I bought it this morning, and I've seasoned it with a pinch of salt, seasoning cube, and aroma. So it's well seasoned. Okay guys, so some of you might be thinking, oh, that is too spicy, or it's going to be too spicy because of the amount of pepper that I use, the amount of scotch bonnet that I use. But for me, I like my okra to be spicy, and moreover is fish, fresh fish. I'm using it for my okra, so I want it to be spicy, so that I'll be doing when I'm eating it. Okay, so you can use any quantity of pepper of your choice. Okay, so I'm still adding the fish. There's one left. I don't know why they cut the fish so small. This is why I don't allow them to cut the fish for me. I bring it home and I cut it myself. Look at the way they cut the fish, as if in a small picking one chop the food. So I'm just adding this. This is crayfish Maggi. You can use any seasoning cube of your choice. So I'm just adding that. I remember guys, I told you guys the fish have been seasoned. I've been seasoning this fish since morning, and this is how many hours later? Few hours later, sure, because this is almost 4:30 now. I'm gonna make sure I post this video today, okay? So help me God. So yeah, the okra is much, so I'm going to add seasoning. I like my okra soup to be very, very tasty and very, very sweet, because as I always tell you guys on this channel, I don't smoke, I don't drink, okay, I don't party, I don't go to club, but when it comes to my food, I must cook it to be very, very delicious. Okay, so if you think I add too much Maggi, guys, add the Maggi you like. Just add the seasoning that you know that you enjoy with you and your family. Okay, so I'm going to close that to be cooking. Yes, and now I'm going to bring out my locust beans. So, and it's similar to ogiri because you have this dirty smell, and the dirty smell, trust me guys, it make your food taste so good, so good. So I like adding a root to my okra. This is how it looks. Can you guys see that? So sometimes I don't rinse it, sometimes I rinse it. I feel like when I rinse it, more of the dirty flavor taste is always wiped off, but sometimes I rinse it. So today is one of those days that I'll be rinsing the locust beans. So let's try. I forgot to tell you guys earlier that I'm also using prawns. This is fresh prawns, so I've already seasoned it with the fish as well. So yeah.
this is why it's good. Excuse me. This is why it's good to rinse it, because you see some dirty, small dirty. You see some small dirt that you pick. You know, you don't want that to go into your food. I still wonder, how do they make local beans? How do they make it?
So I'm going to be cutting my okra. I'm going to blend it, yeah. So now the best blender to use for your okra is a food processor. My food processor have spoiled. I don't have food processor. And I have hand chopper. My hand chopper too, the lid is not working. So what can I do? So I'm going to use blender. And you guys, you know that when you use blender to blend your okra, there's no how anyhow. You still have to add water. And sometimes you end up making watery okra that you might not like. Okay, so this is what I normally do, because for me, I don't like watery okra. I don't like watery okra. But as you guys can see, I'm going to be using blender to blend this okra. So there's no way I will not be adding water. I will add water to blend it. But I'll show you guys, okay? In case you don't have food processor or hand chopper. I normally use hand chopper or food processor. So it blend the okra and, you know, it's solid, it's not watery. So I'm going to show you guys, those of you that you have blender, you normally use water to blend your okra and you find it's really watery and you don't really like it. I'm going to show you how I normally do it. So anyway, let me concentrate on chopping this fast to the blender. Okay. Okay guys, that's enough okra. So I'm going to add water. I don't like my okra to be too smooth, okay? So I'm going to blend it roughly. That is that. So now what I'm going to do, can you guys see? So now I'm going to take it out. I'm going to pour it to the sifter. Can you guys see? So it's going to drip all the excess water that you don't want. I'm gonna show you guys. Can you see? Yeah, so I'm gonna leave that there and I'm going to continue the same process. So this is what you do when you don't have food processor or any blender that can blend your okra without adding water. This one you have to add water, okay? So I'm gonna continue like that till I finish blending, and once I finish, I'll speak to you guys.
Okay, fine, I'm gonna end it tonight. Something toxic holding on to me for dear life. A terrible, terrible high.
So I load the cooker, I turn it to number 3. The highest is number 6, so I turn it down to number 3. Yeah. So I want the fish to be slow cooked, and now the fish is nice. It's not 100% cooked. I think it's 80% cooked. So now I'm going to make my okra here. And let's say I'm using other protein like assorted meats, like maybe like goat meat, turkey, beef, you know, all those assorted meats. I would have just, this is the right time for me to add the okra. But because it's fish, I don't want my okra to break. Sometimes I cook it like that, but most of the time the fish they break, you know. So I normally cook this okra separate. Once it's cooked, I'll add the fish and then it will be ready. So one more thing that I'm going to add to my okra will be crayfish. And I don't know why people, when they're making either ogbono or okra, the way this crayfish is, they'll just add it like that. For me, I cannot, you know. So I'm just picking. This is why it's better to buy the one that is not being blended. The people that always sell the blend one, you think they will have time and be picking all this one for you? Eh? You think they'll have time to pick all this yama yama one and blend and sell to you? No, they'll just blend everything together. Who are you? Tanye? Tanye? You never see me buying crayfish that is ready blend. Even in Nigeria, I rather buy it and blend it in the market myself, or I'll bring it home and do what I'm about to do now. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. It's so funny, you know, when I'm making it like this, I always wash it with hot water and salt. But when I'm blending it, you can't do that. And one thing is, when you rinse it and you blend it with your pepper, like how I blend the pepper, you know, you don't feel the flavor, the aroma. It doesn't really come out. I don't know why. So I prefer to blend it like this, Yari. You guys understand? So that I'll get all the aroma. This is nice and smooth. Let me show you guys. This okra is going to be very delicious. You guys, you are invited to come and have dinner with me. You guys are invited. You are invited, okay?
Somehow I forget I don't need you and lose my breath. Terrible, terrible. If I hold you for a moment, I lose my head. Terrible, terrible bad. But I don't know how this goes. But there's something in the water that you don't want to talk about. Cut me loose. You refuse. 'Cause there's something in the water that you don't want to talk about.
Our okra soup is ready.
Okay, fine, I'm gonna end it tonight. Something toxic holding on to me for dear life. A terrible, terrible high. Needing years and years, it's still below. You said you and me, it was all that I needed not to die. A terrible, terrible high. I don't know how this goes.
The fufu I make, one of my daughter does not like fufu, so I have to make a bath for her. You see, what's have advantage also have disadvantage. When you say, I don't want 1 kid, I want 3, I want 4, I want 5, I want the whole dozen. You see, the challenge is one of it. I'm not saying that to scare anybody that have not had kids. You guys understand? This is the challenge, especially when you have kids and you have a bunch of kids like me. I have dozens, and their character is not the same. I don't expect their character to be the same, anyways. Woo! This, you know, this one like blue, this one like green, this one like red, like people. Nobody will tell person, you know. The only thing you see people telling you is, when are you going to get married? When are you bringing husband home? When are you bringing husband home? They are not telling you, okay, when you now get married, when you now have the kids, there are other pepe yo-yo behind it. I used to like eba and okra a lot. That's my favorite meal when I was a child. But right now, what to make me eat okra and eba, or what to make me eat eba with okra, is like, maybe I'm too tired to make fufu. Otherwise, these days, now, the only thing I know I will enjoy with fufu, maybe ogbono. I mean with eba, maybe ogbono soup. But my ogbono, I don't have ogbono. So, and I don't like the ogbono here. I try buy the best one. It still didn't taste like the one from Nigeria. Yeah. So, I'll be cooking okra. When my daughter said she wants eba, I said, I cannot make eba, I'll come and make eba. But then I asked the sister and the brother, and they were like, they want fufu and I want fufu. So when I make the fufu, I have to make their own together. I don't want to seem like I make them their own food, but I didn't make her own. Let's say I'm the only one eating fufu. She'll come down, come and make this eba. I'm not doing it. Do you guys understand? So, story of my life. This fufu self is too much. We can't finish it. This is ojukokoro. But if we can't finish, I'll keep some in the fridge. I'll have it tomorrow.
Okay, fine, I'm gonna end it tonight. Something toxic holding on to me for dear life. A terrible, terrible high. Needing years and years, it's still below. You said you and me, it was all that I needed not to die. A terrible, terrible high. I don't know how this goes. face. Somehow I forget I don't need you and lose my breath.